All right. Hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action featuring these two fantastic creatures powering up my Stampede dinos with Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, making everybody bigger, sometimes with haste due to Xenagos. And haste is very important when the opponent has lots of stuff to kill. I'm keeping the list the same as it has been the past few nights. I don't want to really make any tweaks yet. It feels like I'm covering enough stuff. And it is hard sometimes, I must admit, to make thumbnails each night or whenever I do this. If the list is basically the same, make it as interesting as possible. I was looking for a little clip of fire. PNG, transparent, kind of like I'm going right through the flames. Things are heating up. Always, usually, there is some fantastic plays every night. My goodness, especially with the absolutely explosive potential of this deck. And I won't forget to turn on that little dino right in the bottom. The proud dino. Maybe I'm jinxing myself a little bit here. Well, we should be good. A lot of things are a walk in the park at this point, especially Azorius Control. Hopefully I face that, but at least having pick your poison. My goodness, my goodness. Quickly, for anybody that is new, I only play dinosaurs, and I'll go over this list. Nothing too fancy. Stable way of getting all the mana I need to get the job done. Sunken Citadel. 2 mana for a land with an activated ability. Pair 2 Sunken Citadels. One of them is green. I get 4 mana in total with 2 of them. And I use that for Castle Garenbrig to make 6 green, throw in a few other lands, and I'm easily able to get at least Carnage Tyrant. Oftentimes it's Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, big mana in the most stable way possible. I don't need those mana dorks, nothing like that. The opponent's removal doesn't do a whole lot. The counter spells are basically useless because there's Cavern of Souls. So it has quite a bit of resiliency, and it's not the entire identity of the deck. It is the name of the deck, Stampede Dinos, but if I don't get Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant down, I'm just going to beat up the opponent anyways. Maybe I don't see it. Maybe the opponent thought seizes away Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. That's a very real possibility. Oh shucks, I'm just going to play Zopandrel, Regisaur, Palani, Regisaur, Carnage, Tyrranax Rex, regular OG Ghalta Primal Hunger. Any combination of that stuff is going to beat up an opponent, but Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, as it often happens, wins on the spot. Pretty early, pretty fast. And I must say, I continue to love that Up the Beanstalk. It was lovely last night. My goodness. Yeah, lots of fantastic power. Pick your poison though against Rakdos Vampires, continuing that helpful dominance. Oh, 1 green, Vein Ripper is gone. Love it, love it. Culling Ritual as well. All the small stuff, non-land permanents, artifacts, creatures, enchantments, it's gone. Making enough mana potentially to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Or maybe I destroy 6 non-land permanents in total. I could destroy my own. I could have Up the Beanstalks down, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I go Culling Ritual, boom. I get an extra mana after this is destroyed, and it's already replaced itself because it has the enter the battlefield effect of drawing a card. And over a third of the deck draws a card from it, because over a third is a mana value of 5 or greater, which, oh man, that's good. Good stuff. Pithing Needle as well for lots of stuff that hurts me. Activated abilities, planeswalkers, lands, creatures, no more. Something specific. We turn it off, hopefully buying ourselves enough time. Vehicles, Greasefang. There you go, you can't crew it. Although, Tear Asunder, I'll probably go with Greasefang. Anything that focuses on maybe 1 or 2 key artifacts or enchantments, I'll just exile it. Specifically against Greasefang, it's kind of nice. Exile never comes back. Lovely. Lovely stuff. So a sweeper for a lot of things. Pick your poison for one specific thing. Pretty much. Tear asunder. Oh, maybe if I get that Source of Black, I will be able to kick it. Exiling any non-land permanent. That is certainly pretty powerful stuff. Yeah, we get there often enough. Sylvan Scrying, Commune with Dinosaurs, or those new Surveil lands from Murders at Karlov Manor. Man, I love that. Those lands have been fantastic. One turn sooner, one turn closer. And again, just being a forest land, Castle Garenbrig, I want to use its ability as soon as possible, but not having the Surveil lands, it's a little bit less on the forests. They could have been a scry land, a land that doesn't have the forest type, and that would really greatly reduce the chance of having a forest type land out before I try to go with Castle Garenbrig. Sometimes it doesn't matter. It might be Sunken Citadel turn 1, another one turn 2, Castle Garenbrig on turn 3, then by turn 4 I might be making 7 mana. Ooh. That is man, scary stuff. That is a pretty scary, perfect to start. I'm looking at 7 mana. 1 Sunken, 1 Castle, 1 Underground Mortuary, Sylvan Scrying to grab the second Sunken Citadel, and, well, hopefully they don't counter Sylvan Scrying. I think that, okay, well, Underground Mortuary anyways. I wouldn't have been able to have 2 untapped. Yeah, I like a Carnage Tyrant. Again, eventually, I would think. I'm getting to 7. The opponent, hopefully they don't have a counter spell. They could certainly have No More Lies, Omen of the Sea, playing it with, hopefully, somebody. Ooh, Field of Ruin. Well, that's not very good. Now the question becomes, I'm going to see what they do with Sylvan Scrying. I would think it's a counter spell. Oh, no, it's not. I'm going to get another Sunken Citadel. I have my forest. They'll use that Field of Ruin likely on one. Hopefully it's the red source. Really could have just done Sunken Citadel for green, the second one, so I don't have to worry if Field of Ruin takes out one or the other. At the very least, I will be getting Carnage Tyrant next turn. I saved that Castle Garenbrig. Trying to draw out Field of Ruin on a Sunken Citadel is definitely better than Castle. That is the most important land. And then it goes Sunken because it unlocks and accelerates Castle Garenbrig's plan. Oh, do it. Okay. You missed your window, bud. Too little, too late. Counter spell, removal, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be smacking you. Yeah, you can't do anything about that. Oh, shucks. Darn. You can't do that. Oh, nuts. I wish I didn't have, or I wish I had another Castle Garenbrig in my hand. Man, this is going to be pretty good. Hopefully, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at some point here. Cavern of Souls would be good, but if they sweep, we can basically do whatever we want next turn. Demolition Field as well. We're going to be bringing in Pithing Needle. I'm going to be stopping that Field of Ruin and Demolition Field. My goodness. This opponent does not like me. Now the question becomes another Sylvan to maybe... you know what? We're going to try for it. Even if they counter it, it doesn't matter. We're still playing Carnage with 3 lands. Sunken Castle. Good. Yeah. It's a little bit rough. 1 counter spell down. Yeah. Keep blowing them up. At the very least, I have Palani's or Regisaur Alpha next turn. That should be good enough. After they sweep, we'll see. Yeah, the Field of Ruin and Demolition Field. I don't like it. It's annoying. Oh, yep, you died.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Alright, lovely way to start. My favorite deck. Well, they tried to take stuff out and it still didn't matter, but I still want to bring in Pithing Needle. Hornet Queen doesn't do a whole lot in this matchup. It's there for the more mid-rangey type stuff. Pretty decent sized creatures, 3/3s, 4/4s land this, and all their aggression grinds to a halt. Tear asunder? Possibly. Instant speed, exiling an artifact or an enchantment. Chances are they have quite a few enchantments because this is a Yorion variation of Azorius Control. When they play that, they can bounce their permanents. Oftentimes it is an enchantment, but they do have some flash creatures there with the Kutzel's Flanker, that cat. We'll see, it should be pretty good either way. They're probably not going to miss their window. It may not have mattered anyways, but hey, we'll get the job done. Would that? Probably not. I mean, I do like seeing Pithing Needle. I'd keep it if I had two lands, yeah. Well, that's worse. Okay, well, finally it did get better. Definitely knowing what deck it is. We'll just get Regisaur and Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant to the bottom. We'll keep that Tyrranax Rex, the lovely Pithing Needle as well. I'll name Field of Ruin. There we go. Took a little bit. Okay, hopefully it doesn't go away to March of Otherworldly Light. Something like that. I could see that being a very real possibility. I mean, technically I don't have to try Commune. You know what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get that Cavern of Souls down. At least wait till I have a bit of mana, or the opponent has spent some. I want to try and use Commune to dig for... Okay, well, we're going to use one. They're probably not countering both. Digging for Sunken Citadel to set up for Tyrranax Rex. Or a Carnage Tyrant at some point. Well, they only have a white, so I know we're safe. It's got to be another Cavern of Souls. Play it safe here. And we could easily get flooded. In the blink of an eye, I could just draw a Sunken Citadel next turn. It's a very real possibility. Or just another Commune, hopefully. Could have played Cavern to have an extra 3 for No More Lies. Okay. Well, that's how she goes. Really wanted Sunken to be the land for that turn if at all possible. Getting there. Well, no Dinosaurs being countered this game. That's for sure. Shark Typhoon. A little 2/2 flying shark. That's fine by me. That's not that bad aggression-wise. Another Pithing Needle. Don't exactly need that, but we'll name Demolition Field, and well, if it lands, they're not going to be doing a whole lot. Okay. That is something. Most of the deck is creatures or land, so Dovin's Veto quite often doesn't do a whole lot. Stopping Commune with Dinosaurs, of course, is pretty painful stuff. We'll get there eventually. I do need another green source just to actually activate Castle Garenbrig. It's not often that I have 3 of the 4 Cavern of Souls. If I get a Sunken, well, their chances might sink, because I'd be able to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at that point, dropping 2 Tyrranax Rexes. Absolutely ruthless aggression right there. Would be nice, would have been nice if Pithing Needle could have landed. Maybe I would have named the Wandering Emperor. Something like that. And we're not dead yet. Maybe I can just play Kogla, the Titan Ape next turn, fight the shark. Something like that. But I would imagine Kogla is countered if I can play it. The shark is going to finish us off, unfortunately. Ooh, the commercial district would have been nice. And those communes would have been nice as well. But definitely, I'm gonna keep in the Pithing Needle. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Possibly I could maybe see Culling Ritual being okay-ish. The Flying Shark token, the Samurais. Maybe if they get that stuff down. But they could have not much of anything. They could have no tokens at all. I'd rather have Pithing Needle. That would definitely be more useful than Culling Ritual. Ooh, that's I like Pithing Needle. It's pretty good, but it's just a commercial disc. Okay. Excuse me. That's my goodness. Had a lot for supper. That is a lot better. Wow. Goreclaw would be nice, but we'll keep it with the dinosaur action. Regisaur Alpha, haste. Haste might be very, very important here. Oh, you better have a spell pierce. Well, there better be a land in the top 5, and there's not. Man, this is wacky. The previous game was pretty wacky, I must say. I would imagine Pithing Needle draws something out. I want that to happen. I want to be safe to go with Commune. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I think they could have had a counter spell. I want to protect Commune. Yes, Dino Friday. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dominating Azorius. Hopefully. It has been a little bit rough this final game here. We'll probably get the job done. Hopefully. I've come back from worse. Oh, you can't. If you had a counter spell, they goofed up big time. Let's try and draw it out on Up the Beanstalk. I want Sylvan Scrying to resolve next turn. Hopefully. Well, it's pretty good. We almost somewhat confirmed that they may not have a counter spell. They didn't stop Commune. They likely could have, and they didn't stop Up the Beanstalk. I like this. I like this quite a bit. Sylvan Scrying could grab another Sunken, I hope. Or I just draw another land. Something, okay, commercial district. That's the tough one. You know what, I'll go with Sylvan Scrying. We'll see. Just because I think they might not have a counter spell. Or they were, okay, you can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, yours. Watch out. Yeah. Boom. All of a sudden, things have gotten bad for the opponent. You're not going to outrace this. Tyrranax Rex, maybe we'll play it. We'll take out the Wandering Emperor, something like that. 5 damage is a little bit rough from the Kutzel's flanker and that Samurai. Another 2/2. That's pretty good. Oh boy. Oh boy, another Tyrranax Rex. That is pretty deadly stuff. Ghalta's, no? I was hoping it would be Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. We'll see what happens with this. Maybe they have Ether Gust. That would be problematic, to say the least. Will they kill me next turn? 4, 7, 8. They could really only pretty much hit me for 8. I like that. Ah, they're gonna block with a bunch of stuff. And the shark gets me nuts. Almost. 1, if my math is right. Now they sweep, perhaps. I bet they do. Do it. Farewell. They must know something's coming up. Oh, edge of your seat. Down to 1. This is painful stuff. A lot of good aggression from this Azorius opponent. Oh, they never count the second T-Rex. I have 4. This is why you play 4, because it's a good card. Who wants to see Tyrranax Rex? Ask yourself, if your opponent played Tyrranax Rex, would you like that? No, you wouldn't. Nobody would enjoy seeing it on the opposing side. So play a second one. Maybe play a third to get the job done. Absolutely. Maybe. If they can't get rid of it, the second one is, okay. Well, we'll see. They could have a lot of stuff, flash in another Wandering Emperor. I don't know. But this is our best bet. They could have removal for Tyrranax Rex. I think it's pretty much, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant would have been nice, I must say. Get Lost would take out 1. Sadly, we might be done for. Ooh. Well, we're about to find out. I bet it's a Get Lost. Yeah, probably. They do have 6. That's just the unfortunate thing. No? Oh, maybe they don't. If they can't completely block both, they're dead to poison counters. Is that it? I got the clip ready. The one, you know. UFC. Joe Rogan. Is that it? They haven't... maybe they're trying to pay the ward cost. They're looking at it. Oh! Oh, there. There you go. Oh, I was getting a little bit worried there. My, oh my. A lovely, thrilling thing. You got to admit, it doesn't get a whole lot more thrilling than that. And let's think back. How painful was that start? That was pretty painful. Clawed my way back, then won. Whew. Okay. Getting her done. I don't often go down to 1 against Azorius Control. Absolutely. There's nothing... Well, I think some people kind of enjoy seeing a new deck, whether it is Dinosaurs or something else, and losing to it, because it's just different. But a control player, giving them a taste of their own medicine. You walk up to a person, any of you guys watching right now, later on, say, hey, Dinosaurs, they're really good against Azorius Control. Of course, you can say that with a straight face, but just see people's reaction. If you're out at your local game store, just say, yeah, Dinosaurs and Pioneer, they demolish Azorius Control. Nobody is going to believe you. And then maybe you show them one of my videos, one of my examples, and they're like, huh, if I never faced that deck, that would still be too soon. I don't want to face those dinos. Oh, the perfect. Wow. When you play one thing enough, you know when it's perfect. A Sunken and a Cavern to start. Our source of green for a Sylvan to grab a castle. The other Sylvan to grab the second Sunken. Right now, if nothing is discarded or countered, I'm looking at 7 eventually for Tyrranax Rex. That's good. That's pretty darn good. Maybe it's Rakdos Vampires. Still may not matter too much. Definitely grabbing the first Castle Garenbrig. Hopefully. It is a little unfortunate that... Oh. Actually, I think that's a fantastic suggestion. I do write down some of your guys' suggestions usually. I just sometimes forget to add them in. But I definitely want to write that down. I should practice it too, so maybe I could do it myself. Yeah, we got to try for the most explosive thing. Commune with dinosaurs, digging for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, of course. This is going to be our best bet. Hopefully, seeing Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at some point here. But that would be excellent. Excellent. Higher pitched. I'll have to practice that more. Mr. Burns. Okay. Use it whenever I face off against a mono red opponent, burning them like they burn a lot of us. Hey, maybe they don't have 3 lands. Good. Ugh, I guess they do. Sorin and Vein Ripper coming up. Oh boy. Oh man. I wish I had something in my sideboard that got rid of Vein Ripper for a single green. Pick your poison, hopefully. Oh, okay. Maybe they hold up for removal or something. Doesn't really matter to me. Nice that I can... I guess it doesn't really matter whether I go up the Beanstalk or Commune. We'll go up the Beanstalk first to dig a little bit closer. See what I get, and then Commune. Yeah. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant for the win? Maybe. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant for the win. If they don't have Thoughtseize, they die. Next turn. There you go. Oh. You held up mana for removal, didn't you? And I didn't play any creatures. Pretty decent. Do it. Oh, Fable of the Mirrorbreaker is a good card. Sometimes. Not this time.
Ruthless
Oops.
aggression.
Oh, look. I killed him in one hit. I don't mess around. I don't grind out back and forth. You know? Maybe getting the win. I get the win. Doesn't matter what they're at. See you later, buddy. That's pretty good. What are you going to do about that? What is any deck going to do about that? If that happens, there you go. How many creatures did I use to ramp to make all that mana? Look at all those creatures I used to make 8. Oh wait, I didn't. How's that Fatal Push taste now? Go for the throat. How about you go for the loss? Surprise. Well, decent.
Dang!
Oh, 100% he's mad. It's like I'm playing the best deck in the format, the best new deck, Rakdos Vampires. Sometimes I get Vein Ripper on turn 3. Sometimes you're too slow. Yeah, I think they were just stunned. They did say nice, so I don't think they're mad. Goes back to your point of seeing something really cool beat up the person. Vein Ripper lands, it still takes a couple turns at least. When I land my thing, you're just dead. But, going back to last night, maybe I just stick with Pick Your Poison. Maybe I up it to 4 copies. Pithing Needle. Is it always good to have that? Goreclaw, I'll trim for sure. Hornet Queen, maybe. Kogla, yeah. Gotta trim some stuff. Nah, I'll keep Commune in. I might try it later. Trim all 4 Commune for the 4 Pithing Needle, because Pithing Needle could be quite a bit more beneficial. Really, I'm just hoping to shut down the Vein Ripper Pick Your Poison does that. I'm not always too worried about the Blood Tithe Harvester. And we'll see. See what happens. Well, they're probably going to mulligan for Thoughtseize or something like that. So I have to judge based off that fact that they want to stop us even more. They know what can happen, so if they have a Thoughtseize in their opening hand, maybe they want to prioritize that a little bit more. I can't keep that. It can't be good all the time. Yeah. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Now the question becomes, what would Thoughtseize get rid of? Probably Ghalta. Actually, it would be Up the Beanstalk if I got rid of Ghalta, so I could just get rid of... let's get rid of Regisaur Alpha. And I think because they saw what Ghalta did, that is what they would get rid of, and maybe I would be able to stick Up the Beanstalk. We'll see. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. That's fine by me. You know what, I'll go with Commercial District. It always has to enter tapped. I have enough lands basically at this point. I just have to assemble or grab another Castle Garenbrig. Commune to get it, dig for it. Sylvan Scrying to get it, or I just simply draw into it. Yeah, but I really want to stick that Up the Beanstalk, I must admit. Now that's what we're doing here. Castle Garenbrig. Ooh. Well, it's not Castle Garenbrig. Hornet Queen could be pretty good. When I land it, if I land it. Fortunately, it's not turn 3 Sorin Imperious Bloodlord again, so we have a little bit more time, a better time. Still. Commune though, 100%. We have to dig for another Tyrranax Rex? Maybe. Kind of tempted to go Underground Mortuary just to get closer to that Castle Garenbrig. I got enough good bodies. I'd rather Underground Mortuary. Closer eventually to a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying, which unfortunately Commune did put one Sylvan Scrying to the bottom. That would have been nice. But we're at 48. There is 5 cards on the bottom, so 48 minus 5, getting pretty close to a third of the way through the deck. Castle Garenbrig could be coming up, but it might just be too late due to the Sheoldred. Not a pretty sight. That's good stuff. Blood Tithe, Fable, then Sheoldred, a perfect curve from the opponent. Sunken Citadel, 4, 10. Yeah, no, we're not winning that one, unfortunately. That's alright. We get the job done. Sometimes, but it's still the Vein Ripper. It's in there. Maybe it's not. It might be regular Rakdos Midrange. Could that be... Well, they're so close it could be hard to tell. I could just simply have not seen a Vein Ripper because it costs a lot. The opponent could have not seen Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, and the Vein Ripper just was stuck in their hand all this time. That's a toughie. Culling Ritual. Take out the Goblin, the Treasures, the Blood Tithe Harvester, the Blood Tokens. That sometimes has bought me quite a bit of time. You know what, I'll keep Pick Your Poison. And the opponent could have Damping Sphere as well. I've seen that a couple times with Rakdos opponents. They see what I'm able to assemble with a specific combination of lands, and then they bring in Damping Sphere to stop that. So Pick Your Poison, making it so the opponent has to sacrifice Damping Sphere, not for the Vein Ripper. It's pretty good. But definitely get that sunken down. Underground Mortuary maybe would have been pretty good. I couldn't have gone Commune with Dinosaurs anyways on turn 1. We're going to be losing Commune to that turn 1 Thoughtseize, but hey, we got a Sylvan Scrying coming up, Castle Garenbrig itself, another Commune, lots of lovely things. Underground Mortuary, just to get us a turn closer to something nice, kind of like pick your poison. Don't really need Tyrranax Rex at this point, I need other stuff. More importantly, we've got a Carnage Tyrant and a Regisaur Alpha and a Palani's Hatcher, so I'm okay. I hope. There it is. What was I saying? What was I saying? I'll wait and see if they play Sorin and Vein Ripper. Then we got Pick Your Poison to take it out. Do it. You know you wanna. It must be regular Rakdos, huh? I would have assumed to see Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, by this point, but I would definitely much rather Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully Liliana or Sheoldred's Edict is not around to force us to sacrifice it. Hopefully draw another land next turn, play the Hornet Queen, and then all their aggression grinds to a halt as we have a bunch of flying Death Touchers. Well, we're about to find out. Might gain a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. It's got to be regular Rakdos. No Liliana, don't do it. No Sheoldred's Edict. Oh boy. Well, Sheoldred herself is not too bad. The opponent's not attacking into Carnage Tyrant, fortunately. Get a land, get Hornet Queen, and we're looking good. Oh boy. Maybe they want the treasure from the goblin. Oh, no, okay, I guess they don't. Huh. Get rid of the blood token, Fable. We should probably get rid of something. I think the blood token. Nah, Fable. That's our best bet. We wait. I could have done a lot of devastating things. Sheoldred maybe would have traded with Carnage Tyrant. Maybe they would have played another one. Something like that. I'll wait. A turn at least. I think if they don't have something that makes me sacrifice Carnage Tyrant, we could be okay. Oh, okay. So they do have another Sheoldred in their hand. They must. Probably. Oh, never saw that coming in my life. That's okay. Oh, boy. Hornet Queen, here we come. I hope. Oh, technically I will get there. No, it's not. Okay, too much good aggression from them. Didn't quite get her done. After they make Den of the Bugbear a creature, that is going to be enough. Yeah, 7, 10. Ooh, painful. Lovely. Can't win them all. Hopefully it's Azorius. Man, a non-Rakdos Vampires. Pretty surprising. Everything I think so far has been that Rakdos Vampires. Maybe people didn't like it too much, or they just wanted to go back to all the usual suspects, or this opponent just didn't have the wild cards, potentially. They're more on the free-to-play side of things. Ooh, I love that. Castle Garenbrig and a force to start, Up the Beanstalk. Eventually, that's going to be for turn 2. So we'll go with Commune turn 1. Sometimes I wait to get the information, but we have a turn to play. Wow, this got a bit better. Oh my goodness. Oh. Sometimes just draw exactly the things. Now we're making 7 on turn 4. Thumbs up. It's like that kid at the computer meme. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's like some sacrificing things. Oh shucks. Turn 5, I should say. Or maybe 6 mana on turn 4, yeah. If I draw land, it enters untapped, but I really want that other sunken, I would imagine. Yeah. Alrighty, here goes nothing. It's not a very aggressive opponent, but we do have to keep in mind and be a little bit worried about Westvale Abbey. They can pay 5, tap it, pay a life, make a 1/1 white and black human cleric, sacrifice creatures, transform it. It's not a pretty sight. Bloodletter of Aclazotz, also not a pretty sight. If we would lose life during our turn, we lose twice that much life instead. I don't like it. So you know what I do about that? I play Kogla, and I fight the Bloodletter. And then it's just gone. And I never have to worry about that potential. See you later. Out of here. And I get to play Commercial District to see... 1, 2... I don't need Up the Beanstalk. I'm going to be playing something big. I won't have 2 mana available next turn anyways. That's pretty good. Whenever I play anything in my hand, I draw a card. There you go. They pretty much have to have removal for Kogla this turn. We attack, we can destroy that Tarian's Journal, which is pretty good. Or the treasure, maybe. Sacrifice another artifact or creature, draw a card. It seems pretty good. Maybe this is mono black snow with... it could be. Mono black vampires with Sorin and the Vein Ripper. It would be nice to gain that information to start in game 1. But seeing the Bloodletter with Vein Ripper, we would lose 2 life whenever a creature dies, so we would actually be losing 4 life for each creature that dies. With the Bloodletter out, we would be dead pretty quick in that scenario. Veto, it's pretty good. Or we just kill him.
You won! You did it!
Maybe it's a little over, whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, and we drew the Surrak. Hey, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good knowing the opponent is dead. Any opponent is dead. Doesn't matter what they're doing, what they've done, what life they're at. I don't care. I'm going to beat up everybody. Sometimes it doesn't matter what little creatures you played. A Shieldred and a Blood Tithe. Ooh. Or maybe you have that Vein Ripper. You got it out a little bit slower, but I do my thing. Damage is dealt. It's not like I lose life before the damage is dealt. It's all done at the same time. So if the opponent would die, they just die. The Vein Ripper's abilities don't happen. If it's enough for lethal. Usually it's the case as that, that was the case. That's got to be Vein Ripper. Pick poison coming in hot. Goreclaw, nah. Surrak, nah. Hornet Queen, I'll get rid of Hornet Queen. We'll start there to make space for that Pithing Needle. A Zopandrel. Let's do it. Okay, wow. Devastating. Doesn't always happen like that, but that Kogla. Lovely, lovely stuff. I really should find other options, legendary or otherwise. A couple creatures at 6, big stuff that most people probably would not consider playing, but little bit of interaction. I must say, I have pretty much always appreciated whenever I see Kogla, the Titan Ape, play it on turn 4, fight a thing, attack next turn, destroy an artifact or enchantment. It's been the deciding factor. Hopefully the opponent doesn't think I get to do this all the time, because that's certainly not the case. But when it is, it doesn't get much more satisfying than that. Perfect song too, Blow the Whistle. One of my favorites. It's hard to say what my favorite song is. Maybe this is in like the top 5. Maybe the opponent wants to call a timeout, blowing the whistle, wondering what they could potentially do. Pretty sure it's Vein Ripper. I can't believe I'm saying I hope it's Vein Ripper, and I almost kept that hand. I mean, I can play Pithing Needle, but I don't even have my source of green yet. That's a keeper. Might not look like a keeper to a lot of you guys, but Sunken and Commune feels pretty good. It's not the most aggressive deck in the world, but I have made the magic happen with just a Sunken, just a Commune. Usually it's 2 Communes to really dig and get those. And it's also sometimes a Castle Garenbrig. Do I like Pithing Needle? Pithing Needle would be nice. I can turn off Knight of the Ebon Legion's ability to power itself up. Indulgent Aristocrat. But they could also have Sorin Imperious Bloodlord next turn. You know what? It's got to be Commune. If they have a Thoughtseize, I gotta keep digging. Trying to grab what I need. So I should have listened. Okay. Hey, we confirmed. We know what they're about to do. Where's pick your poison when you need it? Pithing Needle. Too little, too late. Okay, well, at least I got it. A little bit unfortunate that Castle Garenbrig had to enter tapped. Would have been perfect if I could have just taken out the Vein Ripper that turn. We are getting pretty low, unfortunately, and the Vein Ripper hitting, it will temporarily have lifelink and be 7 power, putting a counter on it. But hey, it only hits me once. Plus I lose life. It's gonna be close. And they'll probably power up Knight of the Ebon Legion. They must. Interesting. Saving that mana for something. Yeah, at the very least it's gone for 1. I play Pithing Needle to turn off Knight of the Ebon Legion. I could turn off Hive of the Eye Tyrant. A lot of good things. It is kind of rough. 5. No, we're not doing it there. That's for sure. Okay, we know what it is. Pithing Needle, Sorin, make the opponent snoring. Buy myself some time so I don't have to worry about the Vein Ripper, at least maybe until turn 6, if they hit their land drops for the first 6 turns. That may not happen. It certainly wouldn't happen with this hand, just a commercial district. It could. Maybe could have. Well, that's certainly quite a bit better. Definitely. Commercial district, just to dig. Get the Commune, Sylvan Scrying, something like that. Grab the Sunken Citadel we're looking for. Forest it is. Perfectly fine by me. Pretty much needed. Hopefully no Field of Ruin. Kind of forget if I saw it last game. I don't think I did. Faceless Haven. Well, we can turn that off with the Pithing Needle as well. If we're a little bit worried. Yeah. Were they waiting for me to play a creature? Maybe they think they're getting a little lucky, and I'm getting unfortunate. I haven't seen my early stuff, which is non-existent. So it could also be catching the opponent off guard. They think, oh, they're going to play something early. I'm going to be able to kill it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Then it doesn't happen. Oh, they're starved in the land department. They must be. Okay, also pretty bad. Pick your poison next turn, maybe. Lord Xander is also not great. Well then, Ghalta and you know what, Ghalta and Regisaur, no, yeah, that's rough, real rough. I don't need another Castle Garenbrig. I could start to play Xenagos next turn, but we mill half our life. Okay. I don't like that. We're not going to be winning this one, I don't think. Ouch. Lord Xander tends to do the trick. For 3, we had to discard 2. Okay. Yeah, no, not happening. Ouch. I haven't seen Lord Xander used before with Sorin, but it does make sense. It is a fantastic vampire. Not much you can do in those scenarios, especially with the Bloodletter. We'll get him. We'll get him next time. Pick your poison wouldn't have done much. Man, that darn Pithing Needle. Maybe if I have Pithing Needle, it's enough. We'll see. But I still think pick your poison if and when they ever get Vein Ripper. I don't know. Maybe Pithing Needle is better because it could shut down a wider range of things. The first one's for Sorin. The second one's maybe for the Bloodtithe Harvester. For a manland sprinkled in there. Something like that. But this seems pretty good. Castle Garenbrig Forest, love it. We'll see if it's another vampire's opponent, mono black or Rakdos. I think we'll see a bunch of both colors. Mono black still basically does a similar thing, but getting access to Fable and Bloodtithe Harvester when you dip into red, seems to be pretty good. Either way, scary potential, that's for sure. But being mono black, I guess, is kind of nice. Getting to go into the snow side of things. Faceless Haven, tapping 3 snow lands to make it a 4/3 creature. It's pretty good. It's going to be nice seeing people iterate on that. Maybe not so much. Well, it's a little unfortunate losing Sylvan Scrying. The only thing they can discard, forced to discard it. Okay, we might still get there, you never know. Okay, vampires again, it is, oh boy. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. Well, Up the Beanstalk is something. Draw land, you can do it. Sunken. That's not Sunken Citadel. Ugh. Ouch. Sorin this turn. Somebody. Sheoldred, maybe. That could be a very real possibility. Sunken Citadel, maybe we'll stick. Oh, Castle Garenbrig, not so much. Yeah, no, that's going to be too slow. Too slow, unfortunately. Darn. But we know what it is. Pick your poison. Actually, I'm just going to try Pithing Needle this time. I want to see how that goes. Yeah. Get rid of Goreclaw. Goreclaw and the Hornet Queen. If I bring in Pithing Needle, most or all of the Hornet Queen, get that out of there. Even though I like that swarm of Death Touch creatures. Pretty nice. Landing it at some point. I got a bunch of bodies to stop the aggression from their stuff. And, well, there you go. That is perfect. Absolutely. 100%. I would imagine a Duress or a Thoughtseize, of course. It would be nice to go Sylvan Scrying. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Yeah, Sylvan Scrying. 100% gone. No question. But we will turn Commune into a land. We'll dig, hopefully for the second Sunken Citadel. You never know. That's all right. That's okay. We'll see what we get. It's a forest. Good. Good. Eventually, Castle Garenbrig will enter untapped. We'll be able to go with Kogla. We won't. We won't be able to go with Kogla. Back-to-back Thoughtseize is never a fun time. But I can make 6 green, and there's nothing the opponent can do about it. That's pretty good. Or I just get another Sunken. Then I play Tyrranax Rex next turn, and I can make 8 with Cavern. Beautiful. Hopefully they don't have Sheoldred's Edict or something like that. Crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers I don't draw another land next turn. A surprise. Oh, look. I made 7 with 4 lands. What are you gonna do? They're probably wondering, oh, it's a glitch. This guy's a hacker. How is that possible? It doesn't add up. It does. If you're gonna do something like that, well, what's better? I'm not coming back from that. They don't have a Sheoldred's Edict. Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Die. That's what you get for doing that. Taste of your own medicine. Hopefully it's not Liliana of the Vale. If they don't have that or Sheoldred's Edict, well, they don't have Sheoldred's Edict. We know that. They didn't use it the previous turn. He can't target it. What you gonna do? Gonna play the Vein Ripper. Man, taking a while. Kind of like that other opponent. They were pretty mad. It took them also a long time to. Or I just get that. Peace. Could have played Ghalta, didn't matter. There's nothing they can do. Decent. I wish I could do that every time. And maybe I should lean more into that part of things, increasing it consistently. I've mentioned that before. How amazing is that? I was completely flooded there. I could have made 8, 9 eventually. Cavern of Souls would have been 8. The other ones were flooded. Any future Sylvan Scrying, not great. Not great at all. Hey, got the job done. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully we get fortunate and the opponent maybe stumbles. If they stumble a bit, and I do that, it definitely would seal the deal, I would think. This hand, not so much. No Commune. I would hope maybe a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying kind of mixed in there. That's definitely quite a bit better. Hornet Queen 100% has to go. Hopefully it's not a turn 1 Thoughtseize. I think that would rip Pithing Needle. Oh, okay. Now the question becomes, no question, we gotta go with Commune. We gotta be digging. I'm gonna grab another Castle Garenbrig just because they could have Field of Ruin and stuff. Now I have 3 copies and I don't have to worry. Oh, okay. There you go. Wonder if they have Sorin.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
That's what it's all about. Maybe they just had a bad hand. I don't know. We'll never know. Or maybe they had Sorin. They were setting up to play him. They had a bunch of Vein Rippers primed, ready to go. Pithing Needle. Sorin is a dead card. Maybe they have nothing. Maybe they have no way of dealing with an artifact. Or they just didn't have their 3rd lands. They knew it was basically over. They saw the Sunken out, plus the Castle Garenbrig in my hand with Commune, which is pretty good. You could reveal information, craft the narrative for the opponent, and that might possibly make them make plays in a different way. All right. That was pretty darn fantastic stuff. I think I'll leave it there for tonight. Fantastic nightcap. Lots of lovely back and forth. Yeah. I gotta see. No. My goodness. All right. If you haven't already, take a bite out of that like button. Join the Discord. The link is in the description as always. The list is in the description as always. Guess I'm covering that a little bit too much, but get some good rest. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself watching right now, later on. I don't know if I'll try different stuff. Maybe I'll try and pick your poison. I'll rely on Pithing Needle to turn off Sorin. Lots of other stuff. We'll see. Maybe move Hornet Queen out. Something else big that's actual interaction in its place. Who knows? But, it's always going to be thrilling. All right. Peace. Have a good one.